It's a Farmall Friday. I'm behind schedule. Let's get this thing set up, this awesome Super C. Go do some more plowing. Those that are new to the channel, this is a 1954 Farmall Super C, and I bought this tractor off Facebook Marketplace, and I saw it advertised for a while. It was on there for about a month, and I'm like, that's usually not a good sign exactly. But then I thought, everybody wants something for nothing, so I kind of regrouped those thoughts, and he had it listed, engine overhaul, new clutch. It did have rear wheel weights at the time. I don't think it had fronts, but it definitely had rears. And he wanted $2,500 for it, which is totally priced correctly. And I thought, man, I had to get down there and pick that thing up. And I never did. And I thought, you know, I'm gonna offer him $2, see what he says. Took it. Okay. He took it, and I showed up to look at it, and it still had the rear wheel weights on it. And then when I went to pay him and buy it, it didn't. So I don't know. It's not a big deal to me. I wouldn't have done that myself. I'm not. If this thing ever does get sold, which it's not going to. I mean, he said there was less than 100 hours on the engine and clutch itself. So all they were doing was brush hogging with the thing. Hence the reason the wheels are set out so daggone far. I mean, there's still room for improvement with the big old long axles on there, but they lived on really hilly ground, and it just, man, I was like, I don't know how you guys farm it here, but if you grew up there, you're used to what you're used to. But anyways, overhaul, new clutch, and as far as greasing goes, the book calls for every 10 hours on these axles. I'm here to tell you, I don't count the hours. Every time I use this tractor, it just gets greased in a good dose. Like, I pump about 15 shots into that. The Zerks are definitely gone. I either just rub grease on them, move them up and down, rub grease on them. I've used fifth wheel lube on those as well. What they need is drilled out and new Zerks put in them. Not a huge deal. I've done nothing to this tractor. It came with fresh oil, and I don't think I have 5-6 hours on this machine with the new oil. It has been overhauled. I will not run the low ash 30 weight. There's no need to do that. I will run the Rotella though, the T4 1540 Rotella. That's a heavier oil. Most of my tractors, this one included, will run in the heat of the summer. This will not have a winter application. The rear end, my guess without looking at the book, probably calls for SAE 80. This is also a 54, just like the MTA, Super MTA. And you know, being that I run this in the summer and don't in the winter, I have no objection to put 140 in there. I really don't, you know. So, yep, that's what it is. I'm not really correctly set up to plow. We're not loaded in the rear, and I'm not, you know, there's no rear wheel weights. But I think I can do it anyways. This is getting new steers for sure. But yeah, that's just a brief overview before we go turn some dirt. Let's go, let's grow. Still haven't moved this wheel in yet, and you really only have to move one if you want to plow center out, 25.5 inches. These are 214s, and I think we'll be set. Now, somebody in the comments a while back, because it's been a long time since I just threw the plow on this and went for broke, and there were people that absolutely got butthurt, even though I prefaced the entire video on the fact that the tires, wheels are out and need adjusted greatly. That don't stop some people from saying what they got to say. But I'm at least going to move this one in, and I'm going to tell you probably the better part of 4 inches. I think it's right at 29 inches from center out to inside. That's your furrow right there. There was some confusion. Some people were like, well, dead center tractor, dead center. No, this is where it's either going to rub the furrow or it's not. And you know, a lot of people are like, well, you'll wear a tire out, the inside of that tire out, rubbing the furrow. Thousands of miles doing this. I've never wore a tire out on the inside, rubbing the inside of a furrow. It's not concrete, it's dirt. You know me, I'm gonna use some blaster, that's for sure. Get everything blasted up. Come off pretty easy actually with this. 1,200 foot-pounds. Now the cool thing about these tractors, the Super Cs, got down pressure. No jack needed. And just to raise the rear end up, lower the plow. There you go. Tape measure required. About another 1.5 inches. Raise it up a little bit. That's 26 1/4. The bottom of this is about 3 1/2, so that's 25 1/2 right on. Where you want with a C20 2x14 plow. I'll drop that wheel down, retighten, and we're good to plow. I'm going to try this both ways. The furrow wheel is set absolutely spot on. I may be off 1/4 inch. That's spot on to me. This is still set out wide. That's out about, I'm going to tell you, probably 4 inches. You can see the difference in the axle spacing there, right there. And I want to try it. I want to see what it's like to have it out. Somebody again said in the comments that either their dad or somebody they knew tried doing it this way, and when they moved both in equally, it plowed better. So I can't imagine that this is going to plow poorly, but I'm going to try both and see how it works out. Finish this right here. Touch controls, and it takes a couple passes, maybe more, to get it right. And Hydra Touch, it's touchy. And we'll drop her down right here, turn this goldenrod in. I'm just putting along in first gear and still turning pretty nice. Of course, high throttle. Maybe we'll pick it up a notch, go in second. It's not going to take long to finish this though. Make no mistake, that's one of the deepest furrows I've caught ever. I mean, oh man, let me see if I got a dollar bill here. Okay, that's about 6 inches. Okay, there's no arguing that. All right, that's the bottom. I mean, right there. And we got probably 3 inches up on that, so about a 9-inch furrow right here with a, what, 24 horsepower tractor. I'm digging deep, bro. I'm digging deep. This Hydra Touch is a little bit different than what I'm used to as far as how much you have to adjust to get to where you want to be. I do have both moldboards level now, this way and this way, so it's cutting really nice. This is by far the Super C, by far one of the best tractors Farmall ever made, hands down. First tractor with the fast hitch, and it's just a gem. This was a banger of a machine, and I'm proving that it still is. to pull the plug on a video and get back working on this Super MTA. I did find a bad fuse holder in that, so that's a comment. It should be here today, and I'll throw that in, and this is a done deal. How's the belt? Update on the belt? You tell me. Those of you that are out at Red Power Roundup, my heart's definitely with you. I wasn't able to swing it this year, man. I got so many projects here to give up 3, 4, 5 days to go out there. I mean, it's almost like exponential. Like you leave for 3 or 4 days, and now you're 6 to 8 behind. There's no such thing as vacation, only delayed work. So, happy Farmall Friday, and all you fathers this weekend, happy Father's Day. Boom.